Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Absolute Football Podcast, Absolutely Lower League, the show dedicated to everything from EFL Championship, League One, League Two, and of course, this week it is the FA Cup we will be covering. We did do it on our non-league show, didn't we, Ben, on Monday?
Yeah.
I'm going to hold my hands up now. I do have the same graphics because I wasn't rewriting them twice. So, yes, I have cheated. But just for tonight, we will just be covering in the FA Cup the EFL teams because we did the non-league teams on Monday. If you are a non-league fan, go back to Monday's show. We probably did talk about your team because we spoke about a lot. A lot. And do you know what I've just realised on this pod tonight? We've got A, B, C, D. I love it.
You got to put me and Anna next to each other and the bromance.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Come on then. Yeah. Let's move around. I think Dreety, I think we should leave these two to like do their own thing.
Look at that.
Look at ABCD. It's not JCB anymore. We've upgraded. But of course, I know the A in ABCD. Anne, how are you and how's your week been so far?
Do you know what the worst thing about that is? I literally had to double check what you were talking about. I'm good. Yeah, all good. It is my little dog Honey's 10th birthday today, and it's my mum's birthday tomorrow, and she turns 70. So it's been a pretty hectic week trying to like sort all that stuff out, trying to sort presents and all that. But yeah, all good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Would you like me to send a video to your mum and your dog? So on WhatsApp, happy birthday, because I feel like I need to, don't I?
Yeah, well the dog's called Honey and my mum's called Julie. If you wanna do that. Then...
Would you like me to sing or would you like me to woof the dog version?
Oh God! I would quite like it to woof, but I don't know if it'll be.
I'll do it over WhatsApp, so no one here.
I'm so glad you can. I've got all red now. Oh my God!
This is how my mind works.
That was a great hour.
My cough medicine, for anybody watching, I've got a little bit of a bad chest and the cough medicine has gone to my head. So I do apologise, anything could happen. Does anyway, but extra tonight. So moving on. Ben, for being ABCD, how are you? And how's your week going so far?
I mean, we're 3.5 minutes in. We're already talking about dogs woofing. So, yeah, that just shows where the tone of this is going. Yeah, I'm all right. Good thing it's not non-league tonight. I can't be dealing with talking that 2 derby losses in four days. So it'd be nice to talk about some normal football for a change and talk about actually everyone else doing all right for once, because we don't get that with us. But no, we're all good. Thank you.
Glad to hear it. And the D in ABCD, Treaty, how are you and how's your week been so far?
I'm good, thank you. Yeah, it's been all right. Obviously, talking football, don't really want to speak about the FA Cup, but it is what it is. As I said before, it is what it is. It's fine. We're second in the league, so I'm happy with that. I'll take it. But yeah, I'm good, thank you.
Good to hear. And of course, before I do get to the chat, if anybody is new and is watching, if you support an EFL team, whether it's somebody in the Championship, if it is someone in the FA Cup, please feel free to send in your match reports. But remember, if it is FA Cup, we are just talking about the League One and League Two teams tonight, just so I don't upset anybody. But of course, we have a lot of people in the chat, so thank you. We have Steve. He's put yo, smash up the likes, big up the panel, shout out to the Dale. Whoop, whoop. The Dale who didn't get the game on yet again. But we won't talk about that. If anybody's coming for me, do it on Monday. Do it on Monday, because I do not want any hate tonight. It's not the show. It's not that show. I didn't get my pie, though. I'm gutted. Don't care about football. Lucas put, I'll read everyone. Last EFL podcast before I turned 20 and back on patrol for the 0-0s tonight. Oh, I'll sing happy birthday to you, Luke.
Do you know what? Are you going to woof it to him or not?
If he wants me to, I'll even meow it if he wants.
Obviously, that was about this time last year because it was obviously Luke's birthday around about this time last year. But again, he's putting in the last one because last year's the last one for 10-19. It's like, right, man, Jesus Christ. I'm only 20.
Bless him. Sure. Evening, Graham, by the way. Hope you're okay, Graham. Sean has put only 1-0 from the weekend, Luke. Also, good evening, everyone. Hope all is well. We are good, thank you. And spoiler alert, giving away the 0-0, Sean. Oh, he has sent him in. He has sent in his match report early. I needed a little bit of a breather then.
You probably put it in 2 hours before we started, knowing Sean. It really likes to be early, doesn't he?
He does. Graham has put as well, we were about 30 seconds away from giving you a 0-0 on Tuesday, Luke, but then up step the finger genius. And then he's put the ginger.
I was going to say, I'm glad he changed that.
Should we be on at a later time? We're on about woofing to each other, the finger genius. What's going on?
Genius and woofing. Wow, we're only 6 minutes in. Just calm down, everyone.
I think we need people to be like age certified so they can watch us. You know what I mean? Like what they've done with all the naughty channels.
I had no knowledge of this, by the way. No knowledge.
I was like, I read it and was like, please tell me I've not made a mistake. And then luckily I didn't. And then he corrected himself. I'm so sorry. That has done me in. I think everyone's been on the cough medicine tonight. Simon, evening, everybody. No need to talk about Friday and the weekend.
No, we have to talk about it, I'm afraid.
We do.
Yeah. Got to take the lows with the highs.
I'm so sorry. I'm actually crying still. I'm so immature. I know. Aled just put evening all. Evening, Aled. Hope you're okay. I'm so sorry.
Can I just quickly say, right, the FCAs are in 2 weeks' time, right?
Yeah.
If any of the judges are watching this, we're 8 minutes in, right? You don't get this on any other podcast.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I mean? That's why we deserve to win what we're up for, because it's yes, random.
Graham, don't you dare now. My woofing is like a distant memory compared to the finger genius you wrote. But I meant for the dog. You've got to speak in their language, haven't you? You've got to speak in their language. You've got to do it.
Oh my God.
I mean, we don't want them missing out, do we? Reading 1-0 up against Stephen. I'm like, for everybody. I do prefer animals to humans, though, to be fair.
Yeah, they don't talk to you.
Exactly.
It's quiet.
I could have just tricked you guys and said my last podcast. To be fair, you did trick me the other day. When you did say it, I thought you were never watching the show again, and I wouldn't blame you if you didn't, to be honest. I am quite disturbing. Kyle has put good evening, legends. Good evening, Kyle. Hope you're okay. Oh, man. The chat really, it does need an edit button. My mouth needs an edit button. I just need batteries taken out, I think. And we've got 5B as well. Evening, EFL team. Hope everyone is well. We hope you're well as well, 5B. And thank you so much for the shout out the other day as well. Bless him. It was just mentioned about obviously Phil's rushing and how much we support him all the time. And yeah, thank you. I do appreciate it. And anybody, if you are not following and subscribing, do it now. Do it now, or I will remove you. I won't really, but you just got to be a bit aggressive, haven't you? And we've got Spanish Buzz Lightyear we need.
Yeah, me too.
Hello, gang. Hi, Jen. Hope you are okay. But before it goes west again, I'm going to shut my mouth and we are going to start with the championship. So if anybody does support a championship team, if you want to talk about your side's games, we are covering both the weekend's games and the midweek ones. So get your match reports in now. But Not coming up. There we go. Ant,
Yes.
standout results for you on here.
Without obviously Wrexham, but I watched that game and I thought Coventry were poor, but Coventry have had a better result during the week. But you know what? I don't want to be nice. I'm sorry, but I don't want to be nice about Wrexham. But they played well. It's a really, really good result for them. Kiefer Moore with a hat-trick. I thought Coventry were poor in that game, and probably the first time they've been poor all season. But it just goes to show as well that, you know, the fact that the bounce back during the week was great for them. Apart from that, probably Sheffield United getting beaten off Derby, you know, obviously a bottom of the table clash. And obviously Wilder's gone back there and it hasn't really worked yet, has it? You know, it's a work in progress, but they're getting the three who are down there at the minute are getting in danger of being cut adrift, because you're seeing like a lot of a lot of like the teams who are down there, like the likes of Blackburn and that, who are picking up points now. QPR were picking up a few points, so they're in danger of being cut adrift a little bit already. And like I say, I don't think it's worked all that well for him so far. So like I say, obviously the Wrexham one's probably the surprise at the weekend, but I think Derby we're now picking up points, and it's good for John Eustace as well. And obviously Carlton Morris is starting to score some goals. So now that he's flying, I think that they'll be okay. So I'll go with the Derby one. That's probably the big one for me.
Set them all off tonight, haven't I? Just really quickly, we do have Simon's match report, and he has put my match report from the Wrexham game. We were missing 3 of our first choice back 4, so we were shit and Wrexham won. That's quite nice for you, Simon.
To be fair, he's probably right there. Like they didn't play very well. They didn't play very well. I think the goalkeeper can do better for 2 of Kiefer Moore's goals, especially the second one. He should be beaten at his knee there, and then the third one, he's kind of like went to save it with his leg when he could have gone down with his hands and probably saved it with his hands. We had to save it with his leg, and it's gone like past him and in. So I think he could probably do better there. But you know, the problem is to bounce back, and that's what you need to do. You know, because they're not going to go they weren't going to go the whole season unbeaten. It's about how you come back from that. And obviously during the week they were at home to a side you'd probably expect them to win, and they did, even though they went behind. So that's probably good for them. Keep them all hat-trick. Yeah, there we are. But yeah, fair play to Wrexham. Like they thoroughly deserved it. So fair enough to them.
I'm pretty sure as well. We were talking about Kiefer Moore last week on the podcast, and we've not actually jinxed him, which makes a change, because everyone we usually speak about on here were jinxed. So looks like it went in the opposite direction for that one. But Ben, any on here that stand out to you or you want to mention?
I think we haven't really talked about them too much, and they've gone under the radar. Stoke City, you know,
Yes.
I think it's a bad day at the office for Bristol City, who again sort of continue from where they left off last year in around the playoff area. But Stoke are just, like I say, you know, just knocking off the points at the moment, and you know, stop obviously help for them. Obviously, with Coventry losing, that it's cut down the gap a little bit at the top for them. As it did been Mubama hat trick as well. So yeah, that's a cracking day at the office for Stoke, who, again, they've been a bit in the wilderness for the last few years, really, haven't they, in the Championship? Got lost in there in a little bit. And sometimes that happens to clubs that come out of the Premier League. You know, it takes such a long time for them to get back. I mean, look at how long it took Ipswich to do it, Leeds. But for Stoke, it's key that they get back into the Premier League. They're always one of those sides that were well established, and maybe this is their year to really have a crack at it, to be honest, because they've been falling well short of the mark. So 5-1 is a massive surprise, given that, you know, the opposition, but at home form, you know, it's going to be massive for them. They've always been hard to beat at the Britannia when, you know, it's going well for them.
Treaty, any on here you want to give a mention to?
I think the Southampton-Preston one. I keep an eye on Southampton, because you think that they would have started like a lot stronger, but I think Preston have been like a bit under the radar and a bit like a surprise package this season. And like, I think, am I right in saying they're in the playoffs now or just outside the playoffs or something? So for them, it's like pretty good at the minute. And honestly, like every time I've looked at them, they're getting results here, there, and everywhere. And obviously, fair play to win. But Southampton, I don't know what's going on with them. It's similar to Leicester as well. You think the teams that have come down, you think they probably do well getting back up, but them two have been like a bit hit and miss in recent weeks.
And just on Southampton as well, because last week we had a discussion. What will happen to Will Still? Will they give him time? Obviously, they haven't gave him time. He has been sacked. What do we all make of that? Treaty, I will start with you first.
I think I said last week that like it's obviously nice to see a young manager coming through, but like if results don't pick up, then it's going to happen. But it's not nice seeing that. But yeah, I think, like I said about results, it was going to happen at some point. It's just who do they bring in, and like it's obviously a shame to see a young manager not do so well, but hopefully he'll get a job somewhere else.
Yeah, it's I was going to say,
no,
go for it.
No.
You go on,
by all means.
No, I was just going to say, it's not a huge surprise when you look at the stats that they've got. You know, it was something like 4 wins in 40, 50 games, which for any manager, you're only looking at one, outcome, and that is a sacking. And especially at a club like Southampton, they are a bit of a yo-yo club. They do go in and out after being, again, a bit like Stoke, an established Premier League side for a good number of years, and actually, competing towards the top end at one point. But how far they've dropped in the last sort of couple of years, really, and I'm not surprised the fans have had enough a little bit now, because if it come out of the Premier League, the thing is to at least be challenging for the playoffs again. When you get that parachute money, but it's not gone to plan for Will Still. You do feel a little bit sorry for him, like I say, as a young coach, but at the same time, the results speak for themselves. It's not been nowhere near good enough, and a change needs to be now made before they could end up doing a Luton and slip in for back-to-back relegations.
Just really quickly, and have you got anything to say on this? By the way,
I think the writing was on the wall,
yes.
Because obviously their mantra is to get back promoted and everything like that. But I do think that with Southampton, the problems don't just solely lie with the manager. There's a deep lying issue with Southampton that's probably happened since they got promoted. A couple of years ago, where they got promoted under Russell Martin, who did a good job there, but was pretty much his way or the highway. It didn't work in the Premier League, and then in the Premier League, they had another 2 managers as well, didn't they, before they went down, and it just didn't work. And I think the ownership have to take a little bit of responsibility for it, because the signings they've made haven't worked, and they've obviously lost Tyler Dibden and Everton, haven't reinvested that money. So I think he was on a high and nothing, to be fair. I mean, fair enough, fair play to him for giving it a go. I think it was probably just a job that was too big for him to begin with. I think if he'd gone to somewhere like a Bristol City or something like that, again, no disrespect for them, but where the pressure's not on from the first kick of the ball, in the Championship, I think he probably would have got a little bit more time. But yeah, like what Graham said, I literally question that. I just don't think, and I don't think Will Still's a bad coach. I think he's very much, he's one of these, he's like a hipster coach and stuff, and obviously, it's this FM stuff, isn't it? A lot of people are taking the mick out of that, which, listen, it's up to him the way he's forked out a very, very good career being so young. He's only 32, 33-year-old, isn't he? So his time will come again. I think it would be better for him, I think, to maybe go away, go to another league and, maybe abroad or something, and kind of reset, a bit like what Graham Potter's doing. Obviously, Graham Potter's gone to Sweden, but, to go somewhere, out the way or something, reset, start again, and then come back. But I think maybe just too much too soon for him, I think. And like I say, I wish him all the best. He's seen every time I listen to a lot of his talking tactics stuff on the BBC, so I actually quite like him. I think his story's quite nice as well. So like I say, I think that's fair play, and I just wish him all the best. But just too much. I think it's just too much too soon for him and for Southampton, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely. I completely agree. One thing that Steve has actually put in the chat is that they are linked again with Russell Martin.
Russell Martin, yeah.
Do you think Russell Martin will go back? And if he was to go back, do you think he would be a good appointment for him? Or do you think we should move completely on from Russell Martin? Back to any of you, by the way, or all of you, if you do want to answer.
I just don't see it happening, to be honest.
No.
I think Russell Martin will probably go somewhere else. I think he might be just waiting for the right time or something like that, because obviously he's had a nightmare tenure at Rangers, didn't he? And this hurts you, doesn't it? Because obviously he didn't work with Southampton in the Premier League. He's gone there. It hasn't worked there for him. And, he might be damaged goods a little bit now, and I think he just needs to take his time and stuff like that. And if I was Southampton, I'd be looking at employing just like an interim till the end of the season, just because they're not going to get promoted now. It's not going to happen. Maybe an interim just to get them playing again. And an ideal candidate for me would be like the like of Tony Mowbray, if he would go there. Maybe much. If he would go there just to do what he did with us, was establish us as a championship side, get us playing some nice football, and he nearly went all the way with us. But something like that, someone who's got experience in this league, I think is going to be beneficial. So I don't think they'll go for a young kind of hip manager choice. I think it might be something where they maybe just go back to square one and get someone who's been there and done it. I think.
Yeah. I just wanted to remind people as well, if I haven't put up your comment, do not worry, I have starred them. I just wanted to remind it because there is a lot of chat, and I mean a lot of chat tonight. But we have got as well in the chat, wow, first time catching you guys live. It's almost midnight where I am. Hello, hope you're okay as well. And thank you so much for tuning in. We do appreciate it.
I bet it's warm where you are, though. If it's 3 hours ahead, I bet it's nice weather.
I bet it is. But thank you so much for tuning in. And Steve has also mentioned on the Southampton situation, I'm starting to think Will Still is best as an assistant manager or maybe a sporting director role. Guy knows the game very well.
Yeah, he's a good coach. I think
he is.
I think that is a decent point. He is a good coach, but he's had success as manager. He did really, really well at Rennes in France. He did really, really well there. Got them into Europe. So he can do it. It's just, like I say, I think he just needs to go back to somewhere, like a French league, Belgian league, or something where his kind of ideology is kind of what, like his style of football kind of suits those leagues. Whereas this one, and like I say, the pressure was on him from the get-go, and obviously it just hasn't worked out.
To be honest, I could see Steve's point as well, actually, because you look at a lot of coaches that come in that they just sort of, like I say, seem better under an assistant manager. I mean, look at Kieran McKenna, for example. Obviously worked under the likes of Mourinho and Solskjaer, players that have played at the top level of the game and obviously managed at the top level of the game. You take all that experience and you go into first management role, and then he gets 2 promotions for them. So maybe at this moment in time, it wouldn't be so bad for him to go and work under an experienced manager to sort of try and learn a little bit more, because as a young coach, you're always still learning. That's the thing. So it wouldn't be a bad shout. I mean, just going back on obviously like quickly on Russell Martin, I think that would just be too soon. Like I said, I think as Andrew said, I think he's just damaged goods. I think that's the tenure he's had at Rangers with all the fans really going for him, and that some of them wait him outside the ground for him to get in his car, and that I think he just needs to have a bit of a break away from it. Maybe next season, come back into maybe an EFL club, because I say he's proven himself in the EFL. He's not a bad manager in there. But I think, like, again, a bit like what we were saying, Will Still, I think the job was just a bit too big for him at Rangers. But, for Will Still, I think going back, sort of regroup again, and so that's the thing. You're always learning all the time, and the league's changing all the time in terms of the style and that. So, I do wish him all the best, because I think he has got it. I think he just needs a little bit more help at this moment in time.
I just wanted to say as well, in the Russell Martin situation, I think he does need a break from it. Not just that. He's obviously not done the best job at Rangers. Everyone was so toxic towards him, and obviously he didn't get the results at Rangers. But then you go in, if he does end up going back to Southampton, you're going back to Southampton where there's still going to be a lot of pressure on you, because they do want to get promoted. And we've obviously seen the job that he's done before at Southampton. And it's one of them things where Southampton fans still have expectations of promotion. So there'll be a lot of pressure on him. And I think he just needs to have that relaxing time at the moment and just kind of process everything that's gone on, take a little bit of a break from football, because these situations, these are the type that can make you fall out of love with football, aren't they? Because you're going from one job where you was under massive amount of pressure to another job where Southampton fans are still wanting for that push again, because they obviously class themselves as a Premier League club now because they were stable in the Premier League for so long. So yeah, I'm in complete agreement where I think Russell Martin, yes, he does know Southampton, but I don't think it's the right time for him to go back right now.
He is no, he's not now. He's the second favourite now. Gary O'Neill is the favourite. And the bother is when you look at the list, it's like it's not really anything that stands out. I mean, like Gareth Southgate's there on 25-1. I mean, there's more chance of me getting that job than Gareth Southgate, to be honest. And I'm officially ruling myself out of contention. So, but like even them, like Thunder Eckhart's third favourite, Michael Carrick, Fielder Berra, Ralph Hasenhüttl been there before. It's literally like Gary O'Neill or Russell Martin, and even that I'd be thinking, ugh. You know, I think Gary O'Neill's a good manager. Don't get us wrong, but like it's not like something that's going to get you out your seat, is it? You know what I mean?
No. All these birthdays, man. I mean, it's probably a good job I've got a sore throat, so I can't sing to everyone. I might just do one big happy birthday for everyone.
No, you've promised Barton now, and I'm
I'll do that. Do not worry. I will do that. I stick to my promises.
I'm only here for this now.
Simon has put Russell Martin only got the Rangers job because he was the cheapest option. He couldn't afford anyone decent.
Yeah, I suppose that's true, but now they've got Danny Rowe, who I would say is a better manager than Russell Martin. So it's but Danny Rowe's a free agent, so it's a good point now, to be fair.
Yeah. Just really quickly as well, match report. We do have one. Southampton 0, Preston North End 2. Poor game early on. Preston North End scored a scrappy goal and Saints didn't offer much after that. Preston North End hit them on the break at the end to wrap up the win.
Yeah.
I just wanted to comment a little bit on Preston, to be fair, because it was one of them where we didn't really know in our predictions where to put Preston. And I know last year in our season, was it our season preview out when we were on, Sam were on, and one of the Watford guys as well was on with us, wasn't it? And we were talking and we were a bit underwhelmed by Preston, and they are doing very, very well at the moment, aren't they? Do you think they can keep it up, or do you reckon they will start to tail off? And again, that's open to anyone.
Oh, well, I had them to get relegated.
So, that's why they're doing well, Anne.
That's why they're doing well. You know what, though, and I think Driggy mentioned it before, it's such a feel-good story, though, isn't it? Like, and I think I'd mentioned last time I was on here, because the league's so, like, cock-eyed at the minute, because the teams you expect to do well. I know Ipswich are starting to hit the straps a little bit, but we've mentioned Southampton aren't doing well, Leicester aren't doing well, Sheffield United, who last year's playoff finalists, sneak that one in again. But they were kicking the ball away from going up, and none of them are doing well. And it's good to see, as I said before, likes of Stoke City who are making a comeback. We've mentioned Coventry a lot, haven't we? But you look at Preston, and they're there on merit, and it's class, because they've been there, they've been in the Championship for so long, and they've always been, just. Clogging it up the table or something. They've never really, I think they've had a couple of runs in the playoffs, haven't they? But they've never really looked as if they're going to go up. And this year, I think it's open for anybody. I think you might be looking at a team like a Preston or Hull, who are also doing very well, and thinking, why not? And I think that's what's good about the Championship this year.
Definitely.
Yeah, that top six, like I say, is so competitive, and I think Preston are probably a bit like the Everton of the Championship a little bit. They're always in there, but they don't really do anything, and that's the thing. And it could well be a change this year. Like sometimes, like the feel around the club, just brings everyone together. And I just like to say, I'm with Anne. I think it's brilliant that it's so many different teams that are going for it this year. I mean, we haven't had Charlton in the Premier League for a number of years. Millwall the same. Middlesbrough in recent years, I guess, have been in there. But it's nice to, like I say, a few of those, even like the ones just outside, your Bristol Cities and that, it's so competitive. And I say, you look at that bottom half, all those Premier sides that were not Premier League that long ago, your Leicesters, West Broms, QPRs, Swansea's, Blackburns, Portsmouth, there's so many clubs in there that have all been in the Premier League in probably the last 10, 15 years. And and they just sort of slightly been down. It's about time that that these sides sort of have a go at it, really. But it just shows it's not always about the parachute money when they do get relegated. No. Yes, they've got a bit of an advantage, but in the end of the day, it's what you do with the money. Look at the Premier League, like Chelsea, who spend £1 billion, doesn't get you straight to the top. It's what you do with the money. So they like to the sides at the top have obviously recruited really well and been smart about it. And they've been up from the challenge right from the start. And if you get off to a good start, then it sets the tone for the season. So I hope Preston keep it up, because it'd be good to see them in the promotion contention.
Definitely. And Luke has put, there's a lot of birthday love, to be fair. Everyone wishing each other happy birthday, which is nice. That's really cute. Just quickly, I will get to some of the chat. So Graham has mentioned as well, another team, to be fair, Derby have won 4 in a row now. They're really surprising me at the moment, Derby, to be fair. They're on a really, really good run.
Another one that's gone under the radar, Charlotte, as well, because, like I say, it's because we're all looking at your big teams, but like your Leicesters and stuff like that who haven't done very well. West Brom as well, who they were one of the favourites to go up, and they're not doing well at all. I think Ryan Mason's under a little bit of pressure there as well. So it's good to see it. It's these, like I say, it's these sides who no one's really expecting for them to do it. And and I know Graham's in the chat as well. We haven't mentioned Charlton much, and Charlton have been outstanding. They're finding ways to win. They're finding last minute goals. Think geniuses and all that. But they're finding these these goals all and that's the sign of a good football side. That when you don't give up and you find your way to get a result, that's fair play to them. So it's very refreshing to see, instead of it just being the 3 up who went down last year. But it's happening pretty much, in the Premier League as well, where the 3 that went up aren't doing as badly as what everyone predicted. So it's really refreshing. And I think it's showing where football's kind of changing a little bit now, where you can't just throw money at it. You've got to build a squad, and, it may take 2 or 3 years, but you're seeing it now. You're seeing the patience in Preston in particular, because they finished the season really, really badly last year, and they were the ones who were dropping like a brick, weren't they? And they could have easily went to Heckingbottom and went, no, we're going to go somewhere else. Yeah. Thought, we'll give him another run, and he's repaired their faith in him now, and they're high up. And Eki, to be fair, Eki, he's won promotion before from this league, so it's going to be interesting, really, really interesting.
Completely agree. Just quickly on Charlton, I know we did mention them, and Graham, it has been waiting really, really patiently. And as we said, they're absolutely smashing it at the minute, as we will see. Next slide, and obviously the table, which we have had a little sneak peek at, but he has put Swansea at home, probably the best side at the Valley so far. Some of the football they played was beautiful. We weren't helped by injuries to 2 defenders within minutes of each other just before half-time. We'll get to the second slide. 1 minute, Graham. It's all mixed up. I know. I know. I have got a lot of Graham chat, but where is it? Oh, no, where is it? Half-time. It's put as well. Great to see Kelvin get his first goal for us and a draw, a fair result in the end. I panicked and the comment were literally right underneath it. I'm having a mare. But honestly, Charlton have really been smashing it at the moment. And I'm dead chuffed for Graham as well, because as we've seen, he's been an OG, hasn't he, of the podcast? One of the OGs. And he's been through some really tough times in recent seasons with Charlton, hasn't he? So it's really refreshing and really nice to obviously see that.
Yeah, and you know what as well with it is he's put it about Nathan Jones, and it Nathan Jones is very Marmite, isn't he? You either love him or you hate him, and I lean on the side where I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm not overly bothered with him, but. And this is the problem, because everyone's having a pop at the way you celebrate and stuff like that, right? If you can't celebrate a 95th winner getting you into the playoffs and all that stuff, then when are you going to celebrate? You know what I mean? And for me, it's really, again, I've said refreshing quite a lot this podcast, but I think it is, you don't want to see the mundane stuff, just manager shaking hands and nicking off down the tunnel and all that. get excited. You know what I mean? Get excited.
Exactly.
You know, and you know what that's going to do as well? That's going to really, really galvanise the fans. That's a great stat, by the way, isn't it?
I love that.
Such a good stat. And that's going to galvanise the fans as well, isn't it? That's going to get the fan. That's going to make the fans believe now. And you know, they could end up on Saturday because they've got a hard game away to Wrexham. But the top two play each other, as Simons has pointed out, and Millwall play Preston. So, you know, one of, if not both of them, are going to drop points. It could end up being a huge weekend for Charlton this weekend.
Yeah, he's building something special there, Nathan Jones, at the moment. Obviously, you saw that last year, and obviously him coming in, everyone sort of knew what was going to come. You know, I think it's taken a little bit of time, but once he sort of got them on a run, there's just sort of been no stopping them. And I think, you know, the stat of the Graham's just put with 14 goals, 90 minutes, that's actually not a bad thing, to be honest. People probably say you shouldn't always leave it so late, get it done a bit earlier. But then again, it gives the fans a little bit, like I say, a bit of belief, you know, and also to keep going right to the end. There's no point in trying to get on the players' backs. Maybe when it's 1-0, it's not going quite well, because you know that a Nathan Jones side will keep going to the end, and you know they'll get a chance. And you know, if that's how often they have to keep doing it, then I think the fans will be absolutely loving it. Like we always say, nothing beats a last-minute winner. And you know, seeing the celebration, I've seen a few rival fans going for them, saying like, "Oh, congratulations to Charlton winning the Championship," and that. And I'm like, you got. Like I say, like Dan said, you have to celebrate those moments during the season. Otherwise, why are you watching football for? Like it's, you know, you got to find ways to win. I always find the best ones where your team haven't played well at all in the 90 minutes, but you get a last-minute goal. It's just finding ways to win, and that's a sign of a good side. It's you know, it's cliche, but it is a sign of a good side. So no, I'm really pleased with Graham. I'd love to see Charlton get back in the Premier League.
When we got promoted under Roy Keane, so this is like a little while ago now, we scored a lot of goals in the last minutes or so. Like I think it was like, I don't think it was 14, but it was certainly a few where we were like 1-0 down or drawn 1-1 and found a way. So it is, if they keep that up, if they keep that up, they'll get promoted. Pretty simple. If that form keeps going, and it's one of those sides, and you know, if it's probably tempting fair, but you fast forward to 7 months, and they are amongst it. Yes, they'd probably struggle, but wouldn't it be lovely to see them back? You know what I mean? We see this all the time. We've mentioned about Coventry and stuff like that, and they've been out the loop for a long time, and it'd be nice. And I think that's what's nice about the Championship so far, that it's going to be sides so far who you haven't seen for a long time, and that's good. And yes, it might end up next year all three of them get battered every week, but we've proven so far, touch wood, it's, you know, in 10 games we're fourth on the table. Yes, we've spent money, but we've proven that you can do it. You know what I mean? As long as you spend the money properly, which is what Ipswich, Southampton, and whoever came down last year didn't do. Leicester, that's the one, didn't do. You know, they didn't invest the money properly. So, yeah.
Got a real tough test as well, as Graham's mentioned in the chat. They play Wrexham away, and then after the international break, back-to-back Nathan Jones derby, Southampton at home and Stoke away, and then Coventry away.
Yeah, so we'll find out in like what, December time where they are, and you've got to start looking at it now, Charlotte. Like the champion, the table now, you've got to start looking at that, thinking,
have a quick look again.
where teams are. I mean, there's 14 games in. You know, we're nearly a third of the way through the season, so it's not where you're just looking at it thinking, oh, a couple of wins and we can get out of it and all this stuff. It's, you know, teams are there on merit now. Well, it'll be interesting to see where they are in the start of December. So, well done to them. And you know what? And as I said before, we say it all the time about, you know, our fans, our people in the chat. We want them all to do well, don't we? You know what I mean? It's like, you know, and it is good for Graham because he's been here since the beginning and stuff like that. So yeah, that's it is class. And yeah, it goes to show Charlie Metford in another club done such a good job. But there you go. You know, well done, Charlton.
One thing I did want to point out as well, though, like you guys were saying, and I'm sick of the celebration, please. Like we pay money to go and watch our clubs. Like life is tough anyway, so let people celebrate when they have these moments. Like life is too short, and you don't know what's going to happen. Like some point, like these Charlton fans, like Graham said, not that long ago, they thought they wouldn't have this club anymore. Bad ownership. Let them celebrate these moments. They're back in the Championship and they're smashing it at the moment. And that's what does annoy me more with the social media side of it. It's like, let these fans celebrate. If I want to go to Rochdale and clap all the players or clap the groundsman because the game's actually on a Tuesday night, I'll do it if I want to. I will celebrate that game is on a Tuesday night when it's rained and there's a puddle across the pitch. I will do that.
Like, just don't invade the pitch, everyone. Be clever.
No.
Don't invade the pitch.
No. But yeah, like, let people enjoy these moments. They pay their money that they work hard for. Work hard all week. This is an escape for them. Just let them celebrate. Let them do what they want and celebrate. Does me head in. We've got Graham as well. He's for Oxford with the Desmond. Yes, Sam loves a good Desmond and a double Desmond too. Steve has put, I watched a bit of a QPR versus Ipswich Town. That could have been more than 4. Ipswich seem like they're getting more of a act together somewhat. Yeah, they do seem to be picking up a little bit at the moment, Ipswich. I really like Kieran McKenna as well, so I really want them to do well, Ipswich.
Yeah, he's been rumoured for the Celtic job, hasn't he?
He has, yes.
Yeah. Avoid at all costs, Kieran, the way they're going, to be honest. But I don't know. I think I wouldn't be a step backwards because Celtic are a huge club, but I think he's got unfinished business, hasn't he, at Ipswich?
Definitely.
Have you seen as well that Rob Edwards has been linked with the Wolves job?
Yes, and then Ten Hag as well.
But apparently Wolves have made Rob Edwards their number 1 target, and because I think he used to play for Wolves, and Berra is saying, no, you can't have him, and they're gonna, so it might be an interesting one, but that'll be one for like Rob Edwards. Like, why go to a club who you might be leapfrogging anywhere at the end of the season, because Wolves are terrible at the minute, so we'll see what happens.
Exactly. Really, really quickly as well, I will get to this. Aled has been waiting patiently. Obviously, we have spoke about this game, but I do have Aled's match report now. He is a Wrexham fan, if there's anybody new in the chat, and he has put, in regards to Friday, I was expecting a hard watch after our performance against Cardiff, which was dire. And then he has mentioned, and this made me laugh as well, because Graham said it's the long one. He said it's longer than Chris's. And then he put a really, really, like, the emoji was a smirk emoji. So Graham's lowering the tone again. It's not me, it's Graham. And then he put, we were missing 2 of our defenders who we would have alongside Hyam and Cleworth, but Scar started and really came up trumps with a brilliant performance. And then he's put as well, what an outstanding hat-trick from Moore, and scoring the perfect hat-trick as well, with Windass assisting all 3. He's a player as well. I do like Windass.
I like Josh Windass, yeah.
I really like him. Yeah, such a good player.
He's one of them rare footballers who's better than the dad.
Yes, yes. That's true. I feel that result will be a massive morale boost for the squad and team for the rest of the season. A great response from the Cardiff City loss. I mean, obviously, it's gutting going out of a cup, especially to Cardiff. But, like you say, it's getting back into the momentum of the league. And they could have easily, after that Cardiff game, they could have been deflated. They could have lost their heads a little bit, but they haven't, have they? And against a really good Coventry team, I know we have spoke about it, but a very, very good win for Wrexham. Very good win. Really quickly going to the chat. Graham, don't know what you mean, chat. No, Graham, you're all innocent with your little angel emoji there. We know for real, Graham. We've got Flawless. Hello to Charlotte and the whole panel. Hello, Flawless. Hope you're good. Hope you are good. And we have got Steve and Flawless arguing again, having banter. I'll kick you out, you two. I'm joking, by the way. And he's put hello to everybody in the chat too. But we've got from Steve as well, if my laptop decides to cooperate. Norwich City and Sheffield United keep losing. Wow. Do you guys think we're in genuine relegation danger? Norwich are, I mean, Norwich are terrible, aren't they? I think they picked up a point midweek, didn't they? Which we will get onto, but they are really struggling at the moment. And I'm quite like surprised because I actually thought their recruitment wasn't too bad at the beginning of the season. And when I was reading up on it for my predictions, I had them to finish quite high, Norwich. But yeah, they are really struggling.
And also, would it be when was the last time that potentially both Sheffield Cups got relegated from the same league at the same time? Don't remember that.
At least they've got the derby still next year.
Exactly. Yeah. I think Norwich, though, I think they're in big danger at the moment. You always back Chris Wilder at Sheffield United to get him out of trouble. I know it's a different challenge for him, but then again, he had that when he was in the Premier League with them, although there's probably a little bit more pressure on them now because in the Premier League, they weren't exactly expected to stay in the league for very long. But if they dropped into the third tier again, they obviously found that a very bitter pill to take last time. So, and League One's so hard to get out of. And I think, again, could it take them a few years if they did it? So I think it's essential that they pick up a few results here and there because, Oxford United, you always expect them to probably be down at the bottom. And it's still a case of will it be second season syndrome for them? But with the way Norwich and Sheffield United are going bad, so they're basically, they're doing all the work for Oxford United at the moment with losing games of football on purpose at the moment, it seems.
Yeah, Drake's just literally looking at them three going, yeah, waving them and Bradford, come up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's in agreement with Norwich saying that they're terrible, to be honest.
Yeah. And the worrying thing is with Norwich, I think we all thought when Liam Manning went, it was like the match made in heaven, really, because he'd done such a good job at Bristol City and then going there, which was his home club and stuff. Thought, this would be nice. And it's just turned into an absolute disaster on it. And I think they've lost every home game. Is that still a fact? Or did they? I think they are. They've lost every game at home, haven't they, this season so far?
I think so.
It's like,
they have.
Yeah.
And that's very worrying. That obviously because Carrow Road's obviously the that's a hard place to go. And
it is.
To go there and teams seem like an easy touch. And I still think they've got one of, if not the best striker in the league in Josh Sargent. So managed to keep a hold of him. And they lost the winger, didn't they? I can't remember his name. He scores a lot of goals for them, but he's a cheating buffoon, to be honest. And I can't remember. It begins with an S. It's Sainz. Is it Carlos Sainz? No, he's a Formula 1 racing driver. Borja Sainz. That's him. They lost him, didn't they? But it's very worrying.
7 home defeats, by the way, all competitions.
Wow, that is shocking. Steve has mentioned as well, he actually watched the Leicester City versus Blackburn Rovers. He put the Foxes were lucky. It was only 0-2. Could have been far worse. Blackburn had so many good opportunities and ran riot at times.
It's another one that's very worrying at Leicester at the minute because they're really, really struggling as well in the bottom half. And I think out of 3, I thought they would have been all right, but no.
I think that's right as well.
Well, if you had 10, they got deducted 10 points, it didn't. So you just add 10 points on what they're on, -4, so they'd be on 6.
3-point behind,
yeah.
And our friend from before, if he's still watching, is tuning in from South Africa. Yes, it's warm, but very rainy, spring weather.
Well, it's cold and very rainy here, so especially at Rochdale, they couldn't get the game on Tuesday, sort of thing.
Honestly,
Charlotte couldn't get a pie.
I know.
It's all wrong.
I've just got back. I got washed away. I did. I had to find my way back to my laptop for the stream tonight. I had to put my armbands on and my rubber ring. It's one of them flamingo things that you sit on as well. You like that, going around the pitch like that. Do you know what? I bet people could actually imagine me doing that as well. You all.
It would surprise us more if you didn't do it, to be honest. I got deducted 12, so that puts them on 8 points. So show the table again, Charlotte. Sorry.
Let's show the table. I failed, man.
Yeah, they'd be 1 point behind.
Same goal difference.
Yeah, same goal difference. Yeah.
Shocking. Right. Shocking. Treaty, I'm going to come to you. first. Anyone here you want to give a mention to?
I'd say Oxford and Stoke. I know we were saying about teams that might, like, at the beginning of the season we didn't think would be up there. Stoke are surprising me a lot, and I think their win against Oxford, that's huge for them. What are they second in league? Third in league? Where are they? Second, yeah.
Yes, second.
Yeah. So you
Just
look at
have
that.
the league up as well.
I know. Got memory at goldfish, me. Oh, God, yeah.
Same.
But yeah, I think Stoke have been like very, very good recently, and I just think, yeah, it'd be nice to see, like you've all said, like it'd be nice to see some different teams up in Prem, Stoke, Cov. I think, yeah, and so I think it's a good win for them.
I don't know who to pick. Drita, you pick someone to go next. Ben or Anne?
I don't mind either of you. I'm not bothered.
Let's next one.
Do. Doggy had a poo. Catty had a wee out coach. Do you remember doing that as a kid?
Not doing
Please
that.
tell me, yeah.
No, not doing that one.
We used to do ip-tip dog shit who stood in it.
Oh, I really want to know any rhymes that people have got.
I should have lived in Durham. I'm living in the wrong place.
You
Did you not do any, Ben, to pick something? Did you not do it, do?
No, not like that. Anyway, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. You know, like typical eeny, meeny, miny, mo. It was never ip, dip, do. I wasn't mature enough for that.
Maybe it's a northern thing.
No, to be fair, down south, I probably just meant you.
Yeah.
We don't speak to each other down there, do they?
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Ben? I think Blackburn Rovers, to be fair, I think that's a really good 3 points on the road against Bristol City. Again, with Bristol City taking a big defeat at Stoke. I always find sometimes when you get battered, particularly away from home, it's always hard to respond with a positive result after, because mentally, you know, they're still going to be a bit down from that. Especially in a game where they would have probably felt like they could have got something out of it. But against Blackburn, obviously been hit and miss a little bit at the moment.
Yeah.
You know, they're only obviously where they are at the moment because obviously the 3 teams in the bottom 4 have been absolutely terrible so far. But obviously Sheffield Wednesday away from that, obviously for obvious reasons. But yeah, that's they always do seem to pull out the odd really good result against one of the top sides every so often. But it's the problem for them in the last few seasons really has been consistency. And if they got some consistency together, they could have been having a serious playoff charge. And they're only 7 points up, and I think they've still got a game in hand as well. So you know, you win that, and then suddenly you're back in the mix a little bit. I mean, we're only a third of the way the season through, and like I say, you can't really write teams off. Even we've mentioned about your Southampton and Leicester, that it could all suddenly change, but I think just the momentum, the top teams and that, it just doesn't seem to be stopping. But great result for Blackburn. Bristol City have got to find a response for Saturday.
And
Ip-tip dog shit. I think just for the goal celebration from Luke Gale in the Borough Leicester game, because his cartwheel and roly-poly were absolutely magnificently bad. But I will look at Birmingham, because another team who, again, we haven't mentioned them as much. And I know that when we had that, we had a few Birmingham fans on, didn't we, last year, who were quite coy on their chances, so to speak. But I do think Birmingham are coming a little bit with a good run, and it is one of them ones where they're getting forgotten about a little bit. But I think they had a very good transfer window, especially on the last couple of days. They've got Patrick Roberts from Sunderland, I love Patrick Roberts, I think he's brilliant, but it was probably right for him to stay in the Championship. And he's starting to score goals, assist goals and stuff. So, beating Millwall, they've been on fire. And, that's an absolute hammer in Millwall. I think they've had 2 defeats this week. So it's a really difficult week for them. But, beating them 4-0, a very, very good result. So we'll go for Birmingham. We'll be nice about Birmingham for once.
They were really salty though, them Birmingham fans.
Yeah, I still don't think they'll go up, but it's still a good result, that beating Millwall. Just everything else is a little bit bar, like Ben mentioned, your Blackburn, your Charlton, so everything else is just a bit You know what I mean? It's like teams I was expecting to win did. Southampton beating QPR. It's ironic.
Derby was a good result as well,
Yes,
wasn't it? Derby
yes,
against Hull was obviously a tough game.
Yeah, and they found a way to get Carlton Morris back into form, which is
Yes.
great because I mentioned Josh Sargent, and Carlton Morris on form is one of the best strikers in the league as well, and he's such a horrible player to play against. So if he keeps finding the back of the net, Derby will be absolutely fine. I don't know, if they're just looking to stay up, if they're just wanting mid-table and then push on next year or whatever, but keeping him fit and getting him scoring is good. It's really good, and I like John Eustace, so I think he's done a good job everywhere he's gone, hasn't he? Pretty much. So fair play to him, Mike. Fair play.
Just wanted to point out as well, Simon, I have seen your match report. I'm not going to put it up because we do not tolerate injuries to players, especially former players. I do not wish that on anyone. So for that reason, I'm not going to put your comment up now.
Was it about Callum O'Hare behind
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. And I do not tolerate that behaviour on these podcasts. So that's strike one. You all get strikes in this chat.
I'm trying to find
3 strikes and you're gone.
Oh yeah, there we are.
Yeah. To be fair, it has changed it. So I will give him a chance. First half, we didn't start great, but after half time, we really upped our game and looked like the team that went unbeaten until the Wrexham game. I'll put that one up for you, Simon. And Luke is very, very happy. The Batman signal is shining tonight on Portsmouth versus Wrexham. A great birthday present for you, Luke. Great birthday present. Really quickly, we will go to the chat again. Graham, I mean, yours is quite a long one now too. We have got West Brom at home. Probably our worst first half performance so far at home, but thankfully, West Brom were equally as poor. Missed a chance to go in 1-0 up at half time when we missed a penalty. And then he is put. Second half, we were better, as were West Bromwich Albion, but they lacked any clinical finishing. Looked like it was heading for a 0-0. But in 90+5, up step the Czech spelling, Ginger Genius, to give us a win. I preferred the other version. That cracked me up. That cracked me up, to be fair. But we won't get started on that because I was literally in tears crying. Literally in tears crying. And he's put as well, the Valley really is a fortress now. We've lost 1 league game in the current calendar year of 2025 out of 19 played and our 6th clean sheet in 14 games, which is outstanding as a newly promoted side. That is very, very good. Very, very good. I am just going to star Aled's match report. Bear with. There is a few of them. I do apologise as well if I have missed any. I'm trying my best. We've got that as well for you, Ant.
What's that? Rooting for something to do. Okay. We'll see what happens. I'll take a draw now. But they don't have a striker, do they? Because Gyökeres is injured, so
yes.
You never know.
We've got as well, Graham. Ask Freya about my long match report. Sharvy's nothing.
Graham's got a lot of reasons to be happy. Charlton, the top of the Women's Championship. Charlton, they're doing well in the men. Just everything's all hunky dory, isn't it?
It just shows how much they've progressed as well over the last few years, isn't it? For both women and men's, which is really, really good. We love it for our Graham. We do. So, Portsmouth away. The first half, I thought it was quite even, with maybe us just slightly better in the first half. The second started evenly, but then Portsmouth's tail went up. And then he has put Aled. They got more into the game and had a greater joy in the second half and were the better side in the second half. Our goalkeeper was incredible on the night. We had a draw, and if it wasn't for him or our solid defence, we would have lost. And he's also forgot we had a 0-0, and that was yesterday. It wasn't the best 0-0 then, I'm thinking. And in the chat as well, so Preston North End 2, Swansea 1. Preston North End took the lead due to a small wonder goal. Swan had the better of the first half, but couldn't put it in. Is it Osmajit? Osmajit?
I'll just call him whatever you want.
Osmajit. Osmajit got itch. Yeah, Aussie scored early in the second half. Swansea got one back, but didn't create much after.
Does Ronald still play for Swansea by any chance? Ronald. It's a great name. Coming on for Swansea, number 11, Ronald. It's like Fulham have got someone called Kevin playing for them. Just Kevin.
I love that. I love all the Brazilian names as well, like Fred.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Well,
just like the names.
I think Ronald might be Brazilian as well. I'm not sure.
Yes, I love that.
Because I think we should think of a random name just to have if you would come on as a substitution. I think coming on number 10, Oswald.
Everyone's saying I'm giving them Scylla vibes on Blind Date.
Yeah. I was thinking that before.
Before we look at the table, has anybody got anything else you want to say about the championship?
I don't think so.
No.
Yeah, all happy.
We all happy?
All happy.
Always smiling.
Graham has put as well, that small goal was a bit special. Whenever he tried that playing for us, it usually landed in the car park.
It was a hell of a goal, to be fair.
It was. Right, just very, very quickly while I get my table up. So, it's doing me dirty today.
I will say one thing. Notice how Johnny's not here when Sheffield United have lost twice in a week.
I know. No.
Where are you, Johnny?
Maybe he's got a new job. Maybe he's going to be the new manager of a team.
He might have, he might have a Southampton job. Tomorrow.
There's a lot he could go to. It's Wolves,
Southampton. Russia Olympic messed up on that one, I think.
Yeah, I think
they definitely did.
Yeah. It's either that or he's got a job manufacturing angel slices or something.
Yes.
We get this cat.
Where are you, Johnny? Where are you today?
Where's Johnny?
Where's Johnny?
Oh, funny. Right. So, top of the table in the championship, we have Coventry on 31 points. Stoke City, they are second on 27 points. Middlesbrough are third on 26 points. Preston North End are fourth on 25 points. Millwall, they are fifth on 24 points. Sixth for our Graham. We have Charlton Athletic on 23 points. And then in the relegation zone, Norwich City, they are 22nd on 9 points. Sheffield United are 23rd on 9 points. And Sheffield Wednesday, they did have their points deduction and they are bottom of the championship on -4 points. Two positions away from Capitals. He's got a job. Yeah, could do. It's not Where's Claire now. It's imagine a segment of Where's Johnny.
I was thinking that's what we could do. Think of proper random jobs there is, and then what jobs Johnny got this week or something.
Imagine
like he's an astronaut or something.
Imagine. We need to do that. And then when it was obviously FA Cup, he was there pulling the trophy.
Yeah. Doing like a Rod Stewart. Remember Rod Stewart did it for the Scottish one. Number 11. It's absolutely mortal drunk.
He was jumping in puddles at Crown Arena. Do this now.
I think he must have got the job as groundsman at Rochdale and must have got the sack on the same day. Clearly.
I love it. Just before we move on to FA Cup, it's great to be in capitals and in yellow. I'll enjoy the ride of being in the playoffs, but I'm looking at it as 23 points towards the Magic. 50 point safety mark and 14 points clear of relegation. Yeah. I think Johnny will be here soon because I can't speak tonight. He'll have my job on here hosting. Oh, bless him. Bless him. It's good that we can all have banter in the chat. Bless him. If you are here, Johnny, as well, please pop up and say hi. It's been a while. So, as I did mention before, I've been very, very lazy. I am using my non-league graphics for anyone points them out. I am going to hold my hands up. I just didn't have it in me to rewrite them. So, flashback now to Monday's show. But we are almost. I know. That's why I thought I'm gonna say it now because Ben allowed me. But you throw me under that bus.
I'm not brave enough to do that to you.
But as I have mentioned, we did cover the non-league teams on Monday's show, so we will just be covering the EFL teams. So no whinging, anyone in the chat. Dreety.
Hello.
Any standouts on here for you?
Well, not ours, obviously. Yeah, not ours.
Do you want to talk about yours now, or do you want to pick a different one first and then?
I don't know. I'll get out of the way. Berry, don't worry. Yeah, Cheltenham Town 1, Bradford City 0. Yeah, not great. It was just carnage that day, honestly. The amount of City fans I know who made the journey, they were stuck on motorway as well, missed the first goal. It wasn't great. If you haven't seen the first goal, please watch it, because I'm sitting on the fence of it, because the referee said that there were 2 whistles. I can only hear 1. So I still don't know what's going on with it. They haven't even come back to the club with a decision yet. Graham Alexander did his pre-match interview yesterday, and they haven't come back to say what the outcome is of it, because obviously our players stopped when they heard the whistle, thinking something happened in the box. Obviously the goal stood, so it's all the confusion. And even Graham Alexander got confused. Chris Lachetti got confused at full time as well. Graham Alexander went to go speak to the referee. He got sent off. So we're waiting to see if he's going to be in the stands on Saturday. We don't even know about that either. And I'm just it's annoying because we're just waiting now. Because is he going to be in stands or is he going to be on touchline? And what is going on with this goal? Because I think most City fans now are just it is what it is. It's blooming Thursday. Move on. It's not the end of the world. We're out the FA Cup. It doesn't matter. But we did have the entirety of the game to pull it back, and it just wasn't our day at all. I spoke to a lot of City fans who went down, and they were saying we had so many chances. One of our lads, Tyreek Wright, could have had a hat trick. Andy Cook made his first start in exactly 10 months after his ACL injury. So that was the positive news coming out of that game.
Yeah.
He had a couple of chances as well. It just, it wasn't a great day overall, and I think the game was severely let down by referees. And obviously I said it last week as well about referees. I just think the standard of refereeing in this country is not great. I think they just need to be held a bit more accountable for the decisions they make and why they're making the decisions. I think if there was some way of referees communicating with fans specifically, it'd be so much better, because there's so many debates on social media of oh, this happened, and people's opinions, but we don't know what's fact because the referees haven't come out and said anything. And obviously I don't know if anything's come out since we've been on, but I listened to Graham Alexander's pre-match interview ahead of Burton on Saturday, and he obviously said that he hadn't heard anything about obviously the goal, and he hadn't heard anything about if he's going to be in the stand. So it's the communication as well with the clubs itself. It's where's that communication? It's Thursday, we've got games Saturday. Where is this communication? But hopefully we'll find out something, hopefully by tomorrow. But here's what it is. I'm not going to dwell on it too much. I do enjoy the FA Cup. Obviously, we played Chelsea a couple of seasons ago, and that's probably one of my best highlights of being a Bradford City fan. But yeah, it is what it is. I think the main focus now, obviously, for all City fans is going to be the league. We are second in the league. I'm going to keep saying it for as long as possible because I still can't believe it. I know I will. Of course I will. And we're in the Virtue Trophy as well, which obviously is a competition. We've got to the semi-finals 2 years in a row, so we'd love to get to the final. And speaking back on Graham Alexander, it's actually his 2-year anniversary of being Bradford City manager, and what a 2 years it's been. Yeah, I know. 2 years is flown by. Yeah, 2 years today. And I've got stats as well. He's managed 1,100 games. 56 wins, 25 draws, 30 defeats. We've scored 183 goals and conceded 153 with a win percentage of 50.5%. So
Nice.
That's really good, to be fair.
That is really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it's been 2 years, and it's like from when he came in till now, I could never imagine being in League One and like being where we are and beating the likes of like Stockport and Cardiff and obviously Blackburn and Stoke in Cup. Like, yeah, basically, yeah, you can say it. I will not say it, but basically that, yeah.
You can say it because I'm too nice to say it.
But
Love
yeah,
it.
obviously.
I'm going to make it my goal at the FCAs to make you swear, Drew.
Record
We
it.
will.
Record it for
Oh
all
my
of
God.
us.
I am.
I probably
All of us.
will.
I'm going to deliberately sit next to you and wind you up for like 2 hours.
Oh God. Oh, that'll be fun. Oh, that'll be
We
fun.
could make a sound button on here, and every time someone in the chat's naughty, we press D to his swearing.
Yeah.
Oh God, imagine
Strike
that.
one.
Oh my God. Well, that'd be eventful, wouldn't it? Blooming heck, it'd be every single minute someone doing it, just hearing my voice over and over again. Blooming heck. But yeah, on to Burton on Saturday, which should be a good test. Obviously, they're not the best-ish. They're all right. They're getting there, but we shall see what team Graham Alexander puts out. We actually played Stephen Humphreys on the left on Saturday, so all of our fans are crying out for it because that's probably one of his best positions, playing out on the left. So hopefully we can play with the front three. I'm hoping Andy Cook, maybe Will Swan and Stephen Humphreys, but yeah, we shall see. But
That's a great three as well.
yeah, I think that's very strong. And obviously, we've got Callum Kavanagh on the bench as well. I think interchanging that could work, but we'll see. But yeah, not dwelling too much on the FA Cup. All the best to everyone who's in the FA Cup still, because yeah, I wish we were still in it, but we're not, so it's fine. But yeah, on to Saturday, on to league, and hopefully we climb up the table. Hopefully we take Stockport's place, because that'd be quite funny. Because I wouldn't mind being first again. I enjoyed it. But no, I can't do that to Claire though. So I'm happy being second to Claire, but I would love to be first again.
No.
Do you know what would be funny on Saturday if, like, you still haven't been told where Alexander can go? Like, he's in the dugout and then some randomer from the FA goes, no.
It'll be Johnny. It'll be Johnny. Be like, no, you can't.
I think it'd be absolutely brilliant. That. But at least as well, though, like, the Bradford players can't be criticised for not playing to the whistle. Because there was two.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly that. There's just so much confusion around it. Like, there's a clip from BBC Sport, which you can hear two whistles in it, but then the one from the actual Emirates FA Cup YouTube channel, you can only hear one. So it's just like, even some of the Cheltenham players stopped as well, which is what's confusing me more. And even Steve Cottrell said afterwards that, like, his players were unsure. So it just shows like everyone was confused, apart from, well, I don't know if the referee were confused, to be fair. He probably was doing whatever the heck he were doing. But yeah, it's annoying, but it is what it is. And like, I think it's a bit too late now with all to be done, because like there's no point. They've got Buxton in next round. That's fine.
So annoying, it makes you want to swear, doesn't it?
Oh no, it's all right. It's all right. Try and see the positives in everything. That's what I do.
Exactly,
just try and see positives in everything. But yeah.
What was the point though? Why was the whistle blown by the referee after? Because obviously, is it because they were taking the free kick, or is it because obviously it can't have been after it? Because what was he blowing it for? So obviously Cheltenham got a free kick, which is how the goal happened, and then the player, you can see it in the video, the player literally took the free kick, and then the referee blew his whistle and everyone stopped. But then the ball went to far post, and then I think it was, I've forgotten his name, Isaac Hutchinson, is it him? It might be him. He scored a header past Sam Walker, but everyone was still like, hang on a minute, what's going on here? All of our players run over to the ref to be like, wait, you blew, what's going on? And then he still, like, he just stopped and then gave the goal. But it was after the free kick. Well.
Yeah, but then some people were saying that there was like a recreational game next to the pitch, so it must have been a whistle from there. So I'm like, why didn't you just bring it back then and redo it then? I don't know.
I reckon he's done it twice. Like, I think he's probably done it twice. It'd have been hilarious so that all the players are going to restill. They just go.
I don't know why he would sound like a cockerel.
That's like my dog impression when I do happy birthday after.
It's just like, it's just one of them things, isn't it? It's like, oh, that might have been from that game over there. The over 40s playing next door might have been there. Oh, poor Bradford.
That's fine.
I'm gutted though. Like, I was looking at some of the results, and obviously I know Dale went out quite early, and Midstone are out as well, aren't they? And thought, oh, there's going to be no one I really want to play. You know what I mean? In the FA Cup, I want to play someone who's in this chat, and might have Stockport or something along those lines. But I was disappointed. I like going to Valley Parade as well. I think it's a lovely ground.
Thank you.
But next year,
Next
FA
year.
Cup, obviously not in the league because we're going to be in the Champions League next year. So, you never know.
Right. Oh, Sean has put. The ref was like, "This I'm going to prove everyone." Oh shit, the ref started. Maybe.
It would have been like, no, my whistle sounds like this. That whistle sounded like. It wasn't me.
Do you know what I've just thought as well? I've lost Sean's match report.
Oh, it doesn't matter anymore, does it?
It's right at the beginning.
Sorry,
It's
Sean.
right at the beginning. Never mind. Send a new one.
Was it 0-0?
No, I think they got beat. Oh, I know why we've lost it. Oldham beat them. We're not going to do that.
Oh,
game
yeah.
anymore. Don't worry. We'll pretend Northampton won. Ben, anyone here you want to give a mention to?
Difficult, obviously, amongst. I mean, to be fair, because obviously most of them obviously playing non-league stuff, but I think Bristol Rovers a good win against Bromley, who've Bromley have actually done all right this year. They recently got a new stand put up as well, so there's a bit of life around the club now. Feels like a proper football ground there. But Bristol Rovers, to be fair, they could probably do with a cut run this year. Sort of taking away from the league where it's been a bit sort of hit and miss. I think supporters have been on their backs a little bit the last few weeks after I think they were in a pretty good run at one point. So going away from home against a good Bromley side, very well organised. Great for them, but a long wait for Bromley to get into the third round. I say that they got third round last year, didn't they? But again, I think after the heroics of last year playing Newcastle, they would have
beat us. Beat us last year.
That's what I remember, because I remember we could have played them if we'd bothered to turn up against Solihull Moors. So honestly, I would have loved to have replicated the run and get into the third round again and playing one of the big sides again, but not to be this year. And then again, I think with Bromley, their aim is to get in the playoffs this year. So it is the old cliche they can focus on the league.
Definitely. And anyone here you want to give a mention to?
You would have probably gone through the majority of these, wouldn't you, on Monday night? But the Luton Forest Green game was an absolute crackerjack. Like absolute crackerjack. I was at a darts match, and they didn't, for some reason, the pub weren't showing the commentary game, so we asked if they put that on the Luton and Forest Green, and it was like 3-0. Like, oh, whatever. And then like they started slowly coming back, and then Luton had to go and be horrible people and score like with the last kick of the game, didn't then broke. Poor Robbie Savage must have gone through every emotion in the book on Friday night. That was
to be fair though, right, and Forest Green have been doing that to so many people in the league this season. So as much as I wanted Forest Green to win because it's more games for Forest Green, and obviously a little bit of me felt really, really bad. I was like, Forest Green have done this to so many people this season, getting them sneaky late wins. So I was like, you deserve that. Even though part of me was a little bit gutted for obviously.
But again, that's what you want in the FA Cup, isn't it? 4-3, goals. That's what you want. Who calls the FA Cup ball? You don't want all that stuff. You want goals. And there is a lot of goals in there. At least I would say there's no draws, but it goes straight extra time now, doesn't it? So, yeah. But
Sean, that was a bit savage of you, that.
I know. A bit Robbie.
It's the Charlotte Derby. It's also Bolton Huddersfield.
Bolton Huddersfield. It's the Charlotte Derby. Bolton. I do want to, if anybody is coming in as well and they have just joined us, we did cover majority of the non-league teams on Monday's show. So we're not being rude. We're not dismissing any. We did go into quite a lot of detail on Monday's show. So you know what to do next after here. Go and check that one out on our
Just
YouTube
watch
channel.
Mondays instead.
Just watch Mondays instead. Yeah. Watch Mondays instead. This comment really...
Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, all that bollocks as well. You know, all that.
Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, reshare on all the channels as well. It would be much appreciated. But this made me laugh. Sean mentioned about, obviously, Northampton being very consistent. We haven't had a good track record in the cup lately. Last 6 seasons, we've been dumped out in the first round.
Yeah.
And Graham, but always good to be consistent, Sean.
Obviously we've been first round, third round because we got promoted like twice in 3 years. But I can't remember the last time we won like the first game in the FA Cup.
Yeah.
So like we always got. I remember like we played Gillingham at home, and we got beat off Gillingham at home. This was in League One, right? And we only sold like one standout. It was like the East Stand, so they just put everyone in the East Stand. Like there was about 5 Gillingham fans. They had like a little segregation, and we had a goal kick. And because we didn't spend this much money on like opening the ground, there was no stewards and there wasn't any ball boys. So John McLaughlin, our goalkeeper, had to go into the crowd, like it was empty, to get the ball. It was like, oh, you really know you've rock bottom now, you know what I mean? And honestly, like last year, we got beat off Stoke in the third round. It was just like, oh, who cares? You know what I mean? So we've never been. That's why I want someone like I just want someone we've never played before. You know, like I don't know, Macclesfield. I just straight put them. I love them. Can't remember playing them.
Could have Slough next round as well. Could have them.
Yeah, good.
What a tie that'd be.
Slough.
Yeah.
Not away. I love them at home. No way.
No, it's
still
not a great
my shirt.
I beat the Slough. It's not very nice.
What are you doing, mate? Come on.
I know Scott Davies still hasn't given me the shirt. It could be, though, because I announced live on the non-league podcast that Scott Davies and Mark White have gone down to 2nd and 3rd. I've got a new favourite, haven't I? Lee Allenson, Hemel Hempstead.
Man.
Could be why. I should have got my shirt first before I announced that. Not a great move. Treaty, anyone here you want to talk about? Yeah, and this, by the way, Simon, do not mention FA Cup, VAR, Bruno Fernandes. We mention none of that anymore. Those words are banned. Sorry,
Sam, I hope you're watching.
Yes, Sam. You trouble causer. Only joking, Sam.
I have to mention Grimsby. Obviously, I've got like a soft spot for him now because of Jamie Walker. Yeah, I'm delighted for them, honestly. You expect to beat Ebbsfleet, but Ebbsfleet put up a good fight. And kind of side note, not FA Cup, but they did play in the EFL Trophy. What is it? The Virtue Trophy now. Midweek against Everton under 21s, and Jamie Walker scored 2 goals and 2 assists. And I have screamed so much when I was watching that. I was like, oh my God, I'm so happy for him. So just wanted to get that in. But yeah, I'm delighted for Grimsby. Obviously, Mansfield and Harrogate. I wanted Harrogate to lose. So I'm very happy with that result. I do want to mention the Oldham Northampton one. Sorry, Sean. Just because a former City player, Michael Mellon, scored a hat-trick and I'm buzzing for him. That is literally the reason why I wanted to mention it.
Good hat-trick as well, to be fair.
Very good.
It was a very good hat-trick.
Yeah. And then I think the final one from me, sorry, Anne and Ben, I'm taking all the pictures, but I said Peterborough Cardiff. That shocked me. I was very, very shocked by that. I was like, wow, okay. Peterborough's not been that good in the league. Cardiff have been hit and miss, and then for them to win against them, I was like, fair play. Yeah, that's me done.
Yeah, no, they resting players maybe because obviously with the Carabao Cup and that, getting to the quarterfinal now, then it wouldn't surprise me if they've had more focus on that in the FA Cup. But then again, the money's there in the FA Cup, and they must have rested a few players for that, surely.
I know with Peterborough as well, they've obviously got a new manager, haven't they? But have you ever found as well those teams who struggle in the league? Some of them do tend to go on a cup run, and I think it's just because there's less pressure on them in the cup. I think it's crazy because there's a few teams that have done that in recent seasons.
Did you hear what he was doing whilst he was out of work, that Luke Williams? He was working in an airport. He was doing the baggage thing, wasn't he? Yeah.
I like Luke
Yeah,
Williams, me.
I like Luke. I think that's a good appointment, that.
I really want him to do well because I think he's such a likeable guy. Really is a likeable guy. This made me laugh though, just really quickly. I did put the Europa Leagues up for results. And obviously that first one against Celtic and then Graham.
Oh, Michelin, yeah.
It really cracked me up because it genuinely does. When you like sneeze and you go like that. That really made me laugh.
It sounds like an insect theme park, doesn't it? Midgeyland.
That's what me when I'm scoring after the win. I'm typing on social media.
Oh, that's what I'm going to do when we score next. Midgeyland.
I love it. Ben or Anne, whoever wants to go. Anyone mention?
I mean, I'm going to go up for our Uncle Nick, and that, you know, it is of a cup set, I guess, isn't it? You know, Swindon beating League One opposition, and DJ Oldacre, you know, not that long ago with Chesterfield, getting the winner 5 minutes to go of extra time. Cracking win for Swindon. Like I say, they've been absolutely brilliant so far this season. You know, and the way Ian Holloway's gone and approached it, and to go, you know, to the New York Stadium, which is a hard venue to play against, and particularly in a cup tie as well. You know, you might have seen that. It's always hard because League One, to be fair, League One and League Two, there is a big difference. So, you know, people we always tend to focus on the non-league teams beating the Football League side. But when we tend to focus on like League Two sides beating League One, it's still a cup upset. You know, obviously not to maybe the extent of some of the non-league sides, but you know, for Swindon, showing that they're on the up again, you know, going that, and hopefully maybe a little cup run for them could galvanise them and really get their fan base back in, you know, in their push for hopefully for promotion this year.
Definitely. And this one I did want to bring up as well, just for the reasons. I mean, it's a very good win for Newport County. We did win on penalties, but I don't know if anybody saw, but Gareth Ainsworth was back taking training this week, which is obviously amazing to have heart surgery. So absolutely brilliant seeing that happen. But yeah, a very good win for Newport. But again, like I said, a team that's struggling in the league, obviously winning in the cup. And one team that I did want to mention, because no one has, and I feel like we have to, despite no one liking them, and I'm going to get some boos now in the chat, but MK Dons 3, Colchester United 2, 5 goals in that game as well. 5 goals in that game, but you do have to obviously give them credit where credit's due. They have won. They've got everyone's going to boo me now in the chat, aren't they? They have got through for the next round. But you know what does sometimes underwhelm me? It's like when you've got all these teams in the draw, and then you get your Colchester versus MK Dons, and you get the teams in the same league. We just played them like Fleetwood Barnet. It's like anyone both teams could have, and they've got someone they play regularly. So yeah, I'm getting booed. It's not here. He's not here.
He doesn't like us anymore.
Every week we tell you he's not here. He don't like us.
He don't like us.
He don't like us, and I probably know why, to be honest. We're a bunch of bells, aren't we? I'm joking. Right. And I'm going to come to you on this one. Any on here? Stand out to you.
Fun fact, I got stuck in traffic because a lot of Barrow fans were going to Spennymoor. That's a fun fact. Let's have a look. Did Wigan beat Hemel, did they? Yes, they won on penalties, so that's not really anything there.
Hemel did well, to be fair.
They
played really well. They had a lot of chances.
Slow now. Yeah. Salford beating Lincoln. That's a good one, isn't it? Yeah. That's a good one. That's a team from League Two beating a team from League One, and a good side in Lincoln City, may I add. So, yeah, that's a good result for Salford. I want to know. I don't know if Matty Young played. Let's have a look, see if our boy all played or not. I'll be back. Go somewhere else. I'll be back.
I'll be back. Annie over here. I'll be back.
I just want to see if Matty Young played or not.
Ben, I'll come to you. Any on here?
Chesterfield beat Stevenage, actually.
Yes.
I mean, Stevenage obviously have been flying in League One this season, although they've not got the greatest record in the FA Cup with losing to sides in leagues below. So I will mention that. But look, the Chesterfield, that's a terrific result for them on the road. And again, like I say, Stevenage have been very good at home this season as well. So it is another cup upset, which probably no one would have expected. I mean, Chesterfield, to be fair, have done right in the FA Cup in recent years. I think I remember played Watford a couple of years ago, and obviously Chelsea in recent years. So they do love this competition and they take good pride in it. So they'll be looking for another good run, like I say, one game away from a potential big day out for them again. So I'm really pleased for them.
So Matty Young didn't play; he was on the bench, but Fabio Barini came on, and Fabio Barini scored a penalty. So there we are.
Yeah, go on. Drita, any on here you want to give a mention to for yours?
I'd probably say, I know it's not like overly surprising, but Wickham and Plymouth, obviously League One teams, but like we've spoke a little bit about Huddersfield in recent weeks, what's going on with them, Plymouth as well. Like you'd think that the cup would have been a good opportunity to like pick up some form and then maybe see what sort of team they could play and see like how the playing style could be. But yeah, I'm a bit shocked. Well, not shocked, but like I don't know what to expect with Plymouth, and don't even get me started on Plymouth. I did put it in the chat earlier about our
I was
game being
literally just about
rearranged.
to say that. Aren't you not liking Plymouth for a reason?
I wasn't even going to go to the game originally. Like I had thoughts of it, but the fact it's been rearranged to an 12:30 kickoff, like that's just it's been rearranged because obviously internationals, which is fine. I knew it was going to happen, but 12:30 kickoff and moved to TV as well. Like 12:30, like that's ridiculous. Yeah, and it's a 6-hour journey, and it's the longest one in League One. Like, not great.
And it feels a lot longer than 6 hours. Honestly, I've been. It is horrendous. It's just such a long way. You'd have to set off the week before.
Yeah,
and you still only just make it for half time.
For half time.
I just feel bad for like all the Bradford fans who've like booked the tickets and the trains and everything. Because obviously it was supposed to be next Saturday. 9 days notice. It's not great. But 12:30 is ridiculous. I think they should have put it on at least 5:30. But I feel so bad for all of them going. And I know a few of my mates are planning on going, so I feel so bad for them.
It'd be such a nightmare, like when they're going into the Bradford fans and they're all asleep. Just off the travel. It is shocking, like 9 days. And, you would have thought as well they would have booked hotels and all that stuff. So there's all that cancellation, train cancel, which they won't get your money back because, it's like trying to pull teeth trying to get a refund off a train company these days. It's shocking. Absolutely terrible scheduling. And you know what, as well, though, the Football League just went there, nah. You know what I mean? She went, no, but no one cares.
No one cares. Like, the TV companies don't care anymore. And anything, they always try and encourage it because I'm pretty sure it happened in the National League a couple of years ago. I think Gateshead went. I think Luke would tell us. I think Gateshead didn't they go to Yeovil on a Friday night?
I was going to say that was what I was going to say.
That's just ridiculous. Like who comes up with these things and thought, let's send their fans there down south, for a midweek game just because it suits our schedule. Like, no, it's just, and they probably get barely, especially like lower down the pyramid, you don't get as much money for it. So, because I think, from my understanding, at least when we were playing nationally, the home team always got about $5,000, and then the away team got $1,000. So I don't know what it's like in the football league, but it can't be that much they get as well. So you think it's almost not worth it. I so poor from Sky and to us all TV companies. So it's not just picking on them, but it's all of them. They need to take it on Luxon, but they don't care. As long as they make their money, that's all they care about.
Definitely. Just another one I wanted to point out, obviously, is Stockport. They did beat Tranmere 3-1. Our Claire will be very, very happy. And then obviously just a few standouts, to be honest. I know Leyton Orient did beat Tamworth as well, 1-0, so they did go through to the next round. Accrington Stanley did beat Gainsborough in added extra time. Port Vale beat Malden and Tiptree 5-1. And
Sounds like a
Walsall...
lovely place to go to, doesn't it? Malden,
sounds like a
country.
pub. I think it sounds like a pub.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? But only locals are allowed in.
I love Sharp pronunciation as well. Malden is but actually, think to the locals when they call it Malden and Tiptree.
Malden. Oh, for once I actually tried and pronounced it like that, and it was Malden. Tried being posh and everything then.
I appreciate it.
I did try. And Walsall did beat Eastleigh 3-0, but as I have mentioned, we did speak about them quite in depth on our non-league show. So yes, that is the end of the chat.
So yes, be happy.
So yeah, be happy. Go and check that out. It'd be lovely if you went and viewed it. Much appreciated. But yeah, good win for Aki and Rebecca as well. We have a very, very happy Rebecca. But yes, it's the end of the football chat. The end of the football chat. And thank you so, so much to each and every person that has come in, has spent their night talking football with us, and obviously ABCD as well. I am including me in that. Didn't sound right, ABD. But Anne,
yes,
tell everyone where they can find you and all your fantastic work.
I'm at @_Waterson on Twitter and Blue Sky. Also, if you want to listen to our How Are the Lasses, we record it's meant to be every Monday night, but for some reason we're doing Tuesdays now. But that's recorded, so you can go on Twitter Spaces and you can get it as your leisure, because obviously the wonderful football league, absolute football leagues, up there, absolute Premier League's on at the same time. There we go. I'll get my words out eventually. It's been such a long week. We're there. But yeah, thank you very much for having us. Thoroughly enjoyed it.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure having you on here. Ben. Oh, and as well, sorry. Your members only interview.
Oh, yes, it was fun. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed that. Apparently, it's up. Yes, I was. A few of my friends have watched it. So, if any friends have watched, you can tell I haven't watched it. Yeah, not yet. But a few of my friends have watched it and stuff, and very, very good talk to Sam, and we had a really good laugh. The only thing which was weird was we were half expecting some chats to come in, but because it was like a pre-recorded thing, it was weird. But yeah, it was lovely, very nice.
Ben, where can everybody find you and your fantastic work?
Fantastic work. I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, but Ben, stop putting yourself down.
No, I don't want just put in defeat when we lose Ken Derbies. That's my good.
You're still the one who has to write it.
Yeah, unfortunately, so I wish someone else has to do it. It's Ben Stones FT1 on Twitter.
Love that. Treaty, thank you for coming on tonight. It's always a pleasure seeing that big bright smile and brightening up our evening. Where can everybody find you and your fantastic work?
Thank you for having me. You can find my personal Twitter at Dreety_HGT. My Her Game 2 stuff is HGT_BCFC. That's on Twitter and Instagram. And I've made a new Instagram as well, where all my media and all that fun stuff is on. So it's Media by Dreety on Instagram. Hopefully I'll get a TikTok sorted as well for that. But yeah, at the minute it's just on Instagram. But yeah.
When you said you made a new account, I was like, was it to abuse referees?
I wouldn't dare. Not me.
We'll get you there soon. You spend a little bit more time with us, you'll have one. I'm joking, everybody. We do not tolerate that behaviour for anybody watching.
I've just realised you followed me on Instagram, Judy. I like to follow you back. I'm so sorry. There we go.
That's
fine,
all done.
And if anybody does want to check out any of my work, I'm SharXRAFC. That is on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Her Game 2 stuff is Rochdale HGT on no socials. The day away, we will get round to recording a new episode. We just haven't really played much because we're out of the cup now. We don't play home games because our pitch isn't in the best condition. So maybe we'll record one very, very soon. But of course, the main ones the main socials. We are, I'm really, really sorry. Let me just do a cough. I'm back with you all. We are the Absolute Football Podcast. On Twitter, we are Absolute Ball Pod. On YouTube and Twitch, we have an Absolute Football Podcast. TikTok, we are Absolute Football Pod. Instagram, Absolute Football Podcast _ Blue Sky, we are Absolute Football. And on Facebook, we are the Absolute Football Podcast. And you can catch us 4 nights a week. A Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, all at 8:30. On a Monday, as we mentioned, and I think this is probably, if you had word bingo, our non-league show on Monday would probably be one of the top things on the list of the bingo card, because I've said it that many times. But we do appear on a Monday in collaboration with NL Fulltime, and we talk everything from National League North, National League South. On a Tuesday, the fantastic Sam and the Premier League team talk all things Premier League football. You can catch Ant on there sometimes too. Myself is
very rarely that we score.
You're doing well.
We're doing all the fourth in the league. I've been on twice. It's mad.
But yeah, you can catch Sam and the team talking all things Premier League football. On a Wednesday, we have Freya and the rest of Team Chaos. They do cover all things women's football, including WSL and WSL2. And of course, on a Thursday, we are, I promise, I don't actually want to promise, because we are rogue and we are rowdy, and that's why we're called the Rowdy Rabble. And if you do go back and watch the start of this, you will know why they call us the Rowdy Rabble. But to be fair, it's very chaotic. You never know what's going to happen, and you don't get the entertainment anywhere else but here. I mean, who else would talk some of the things that we talk? Nobody. So if you did enjoy it and you do want to come back, we are live every Thursday talking all things EFL Championship, League One and League Two. You can become a YouTube member. You get very special perks like emojis, Meet the Team episodes, which Ant has recently done. I know you have done one as well, Ben, haven't you? I know Sam, fingers crossed, I think he is trying to arrange one with you, isn't it, Rita, to do Meet the Team? Yeah, so you can meet every single one of them, and that is for members only. And of course, on our YouTube channel, if you haven't already, please like, please subscribe, turn on the bell notification as well, so you can find out when we do upload new content or we go live. We've got special interviews with people involved in sport. We've got club episodes. And of course, it has come to a pause at the moment. The first season has already done, but we do have a Women in Football series, which is in partnership with Her Game Too. And we really did have some amazing guests on there who speak about their journeys, not only in football, but also being a woman involved in football. And honestly, it's a real eye-opener. But thank you so much to each and every person that has taken part in it tonight, whether you've just watched us, whether you've been involved in the chat, sending in your match reports. We do appreciate it. Hope you all have a lovely, lovely weekend. And ta-ta.